That's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the ground beneath you drop. You kill yourself for recognition, you kill yourself to never ever stop. You broke another mirror, you're turning into something you are not.
Wow, I hate Sabotage. Sabotage is such a loser. He tried so hard to get with me, but I have my new boyfriend.
Really?
He's so much cooler and way less mustache. Your mustache is so stupid.
I'll show her.
Hey Damon, I'm calling on this walkie-talkie. Don't you think walkie-talkies are super cool? Over.
Wow, Katie, these walkie-talkies are so cool. I wonder how they work. Over.
Little did they know, I've been listening to their conversation the whole time, and I am ready to sabotage their conversation with my big red button, as you can see here. What does it do? Well, you will find out.
Well, actually, each walkie-talkie has a transmitter, a loudspeaker, and a push-to-talk button, and also an antenna that's receiving radio waves. These radio waves are transmitted from radio to radio.
Radio waves? Over.
Yeah, radio waves. Heinrich Hertz proved the existence of radio waves in the late 1880s. He used a spark gap attached to an induction coil and a separate spark gap on a receiving antenna. Waves created by the sparks of the coil transmitter were picked up by a receiving antenna. Sparks would jump its gap as well. Hertz showed his experiments that the signals had all the properties of electromagnetic waves. Over.
What? Wait, what's that? You're breaking up. Over.
I've intercepted their radio waves.
Hello? I can't hear you. Are you breaking up? Damon? Damon, where are you?
I really got them with my big red button.
Breaking news. Local supervillain Sabotage is infiltrating Sacramento's radio waves. But what are radio waves? Let's begin with a look at their historical background. In 1887, Heinrich Hertz, a German physicist, was the first to definitively prove the existence of electromagnetic waves, as predicted by James Clerk Maxwell's equations of electromagnetism. The unit of frequency and cycle per second are named in his honor. They showed that they have the same properties as light: standing waves, refraction, diffraction, and polarization. In 1894 to 95, Guglielmo Marconi developed the first practical radio transmitters and receivers, for which he won the 1909 Nobel Prize in Physics. In 1901, Marconi made the first wireless long-distance radio communication in the form of a transatlantic signal. Then, in 1920, the first public radio broadcast was made, reporting on the live returns of the 1920 presidential election. But what exactly are radio waves and how do they work? Radio waves are located at the low frequency end of the electromagnetic spectrum adjacent to microwaves. But why is radio so important? Well, radio modernized and expanded the reach of mass communication through audio and visual means, such as radio stations, transmitters, and television. Radio waves have wavelengths ranging from just a few millimeters, like the tip of a pencil, to a few hundred kilometers. For reference, the Golden Gate Bridge is 1 kilometer, so imagine the Golden Gate Bridge times 100. Just like all spectra on the electromagnetic spectrum, these waves travel from place to place at the speed of light. However, they have the longest wavelength of any waves on the spectrum. But what is a wavelength? Well, that's the distance between the crests or the highest point of the wave, in this case on said spectrum. The shorter the wavelength, the higher the frequency. Just like all other types of electromagnetic radiation, such as light, radio waves are made up of subatomic particles called photons. In an antenna transmitting radio waves, the electrons in the antenna emit the energy in separate packets called radio photons, while in a receiving antenna, the electrons absorb the energy as radio photons. An antenna is a coherent emitter of photons, like a laser, so the radio photons are all in phase. However, from Planck's relation, E equals hv, the energy of individual radio photons is extremely small, from 10 to the negative 22nd to 10 to the negative 30th joules. So, the antenna of even a very low power transmitter emits enormous numbers of photons per second. Therefore, except for certain molecular electron transition processes, such as atoms in a maser emitting microwave photons, radio emission and absorption is usually regarded as a continuous process governed by Maxwell's equations. That's all the news for today. Now let's get back to our regularly scheduled music.
You're all I need. You're all I need. I'm in the middle of your picture, lying in the rain. I am all just wants to share your life.
It must be sabotaging our radio waves. It looks like we need Radiohead.
You called?
Man, everyone else has friends, but I don't. Man, I can't do this anymore. I don't know. I'm just gonna ruin the radio waves and I'm gonna intercept it and I'm gonna show them. Is that good?
When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice